Welcome to this tutorial of the Elementy software. Today we will be discussing how to use the screen control widgets for single screen and multiple screen. So I'm going to go ahead and open this project right here. It's just a simple project with one photo file. So to get started, you just got to come over here to the Widgets tab, over to Screen Control, double click and open that. And we have 4 different widgets we can use. The power widgets can be used with CEC commands through an HDMI cord. Mute, volume, and sources must be done through serial, which you can see in the next tutorial video. So to get started, all we need to do is drag our widgets over here. So we're going to do 2 power widgets because we're going to make one power on and one power off. And then I'm going to show you guys how to use the sources. So we'll do one that's going to be HDMI 1 and then one that'll end up being HDMI 2. So we're going to drag those over there. Come back over here to the project, and you can see how they put them in the resources tab. Now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to click into them. So this one right here, double click into it. It's power on. We'll leave that one be. This one right here, we'll make it power off. Okay, go back. So same thing. You simply, any of these screen control widgets, there's HDMI 1, we'll leave that one be. Have these drop down lists, and all you really have to do is just double click into them, change them to whatever you need them to be, and then go back. Alright, so now you have those there, and so when you change them here, they update there as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, control click, and delete all of those. And so I kind of want to rename these to make them a lot easier on myself. So I'm going to reopen the index, save my changes. So now once I do that and the index is open, I can right click and I can rename this. So I'm just going to call this power on. I definitely recommend doing this. This will just make your life a lot easier. Rename power on, power off, sources on, rename sources off. Alright, so now what we need to do is make a schedule. So you simply right click, new schedule. We'll call this one power. Click OK. Makes a little folder. We just drag it over here. Most important thing is you need to make sure you right click and make the schedule fit screen. So then we can double click into this and we can simply schedule our widgets that we've made. So we'll make it power on. Let's say we wanted to power on every day at 8 a.m. Very simple. Double click into it. We only need to make it a 5-minute increment. So 8 a.m. to 8:05. And then we'll do every day except for Saturdays and Sundays. Hit OK, and then we'll do power off over here. We'll have it power off, say at 6 p.m. double click into it. Same thing, 5-minute increment till 6:05. We'll change the color to make it green and repeat it every day except for Saturday and Sunday. So now what it's going to do is it's going to turn on every day at 8, turn off every day at 6. Now say you wanted it to switch sources in between using RS-232, you would use these widgets right here. So you could have it switch to HDMI 1 at 1 o'clock. You would simply click into it. Same thing as before, 1 to 1:05. Just maybe you only want it to do it today. And if you wanted to switch back to HDMI 2, you'd simply come over here to 3 p.m., do exactly the same thing, and do a 5-minute increment. So that's how you would use those in a single screen project. So now I'm going to save this, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do this in a video wall project, and it works pretty much exactly the same. So let my Elementy software save. There we go. So now we're going to come over here to screen control. I'm going to open up the video wall project. You can see it looks exactly the same. I have my photo, my 2 power on and power off widgets I made, and then a schedule. I only did the power on and off for this part. And so when I come over to my layers, you can see my picture and then my schedule, and once again make sure that it's full screen. So I have it fit screen for all 9 screens on this video wall. And you simply just double click into it and it works exactly the same as before. So I have it turning on at 8, turning off at 6, and 5-minute increments. And that's how you use the screen control widgets. Thanks for listening, guys.